Hello everyone and welcome to another stream today. Okay, so hello everyone. It's been a bit of a problem there with the camera. As usual, when you go live, things go wrong, but here we are now. I hope you can hear me clearly, and we are starting right away with a game that I've played at the very beginning of when it came out last year. And the cool thing about this game is that it's the worst rated city builder of 2025, at least when I looked up the statistics for the games that I was interested in. You know, like there's 1,000 city builders coming out every year, so I haven't checked all of them. But all the city builders I was interested in, I've checked, and this is the worst rated one. As a matter of fact, on Steam, it received a 0% recommendation. And of course, I wanna check it out again, right? Because I think the idea is really cool of this game, and I was a bit curious about it, honestly. And we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not gonna play the campaign because I'm interested more in a full game, right? In a sandbox game of this one. And hey there, welcome back, Redalov and Wolle Shoal, and also Percentos. Oh, these names, seriously, I have a hard time reading all that. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna play with the sandbox. I have one map available here because I haven't played the campaign. Funnily enough, you still need to go ahead and play the campaign to unlock more sandbox maps. I'm gonna play with medium settings there. I think this is the most balanced version of this. We're gonna activate everything the game has to offer. I've only tried it out for 30 minutes a couple of hours ago, so we'll just see how it goes. And do not expect an expert here playing this game, but someone, that is rather known with or apt with city builders, has a bit of a history with them, of course, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm very curious, so let's get cracking on Builders of Egypt. And once again, everyone, hello there to the chat. And all my supporters there as well. Special greetings to you.
The first Egyptians established
Alright,
fields,
getting a bit of an intro here, that's the same.
Barley and date palm, because their meals were based on bread and beer. Cattle,
so
pigs,
I'm coming back to live streaming after a couple of months of a break and with a new PC, so if anything is wonky going on with the feed, please let me know, because then I will try my utmost to immediately remedy it. Fix it.
Thanks to the brickyards, which produce sun-dried mud bricks the local population could build their first
1404
houses
without
and
the
workshops.
mods.
In the early days
Not
of
anytime soon.
development, also bakeries
Right
and
now,
breweries can be considered as one of the most
I'm up
important
for
workshops.
more Anopax, and then we're probably gonna go into another Manor series and the Guild 3 I have on my radar.
Business contacts with their
We'll just see.
neighbors or colonized areas where they could extract valuable minerals, metals, and stone building material. For this reason,
Birds, I have no idea.
cities developed
Let's get cracking.
and
Let's have a look.
forts built, thanks to which
A lot of story at least. So they put something in there, right? Alright, the rule of Upper Egypt. King Narmer conquered Lower Egypt and united the kingdom on the Nile. Now the country needs a capital. And King Aha, Narmer's successor, sends you to Memphis to supervise the construction of this magnificent city, a political, administrative, religious center, which will become home to the royal family, and thanks to its monumentality, will strengthen its authority. Win conditions we do have as well, so get a few parameters up: prosperity, kingdom, culture, and religion, and we'll just see how that goes. And here we are now on the map in all its glory. And one thing that becomes apparent to me right away is they fixed the LOD problem that was there at launch, right? So this looks much more stable visually speaking. Still have some artifacts here and there, but it's overall beautiful graphics, I think. Very detailed. So this is on the epic presets we're playing. As we're having a look around on the map where we should start our settlement. And of course, as Egypt, we should be staying near the Nile. What's that? Okay, I think this is just some visual glitches here. And there's, I think this is the Nile. I mean, it looks much smaller than I think it is. But up here it is, right? And yeah, we're starting with 30,000 bread. So bread is the currency that we have. We don't have gold, right? We don't have gold coins, or we don't have any currency. It's bread. Bread is everything in this game, and you basically need to have an income of bread, and you also trade in bread, and you pay wages in bread. So that's the most important thing. Now, I think here, this is a glorious location beside the Nile there, to start with that. We also have some ruins over here. These look gorgeous. And from here, we start now with the settlement. Gracelands. Eli, what? With the SBM mod. I don't even know this mod. Interesting. And greetings to Colombia, da, Seabax. Glad you can make it. 7,000 kilometers over the ocean, and you are watching live. You definitely have a more friendlier weather than I have right now outside. Alright, so I want to keep the ruins here somehow. And I guess we're starting with a road. And we can... Oh, can I build this over there? Not over this. Have it here. And the roads, of course, also will cost me bread, right? So whenever we build a road, we pay 10 bread for it. See how far we can get down here. I would like to go to the Nile there. There you go. This road, and we're basically gonna make a crossing here in the center. And then I'm probably gonna have... I cannot build here. I could build it like so. Because I would like to get to this temple over there. And yes, it's a grid-based system once again. So you will need to be comfortable with that. Okay, this already cost me 1,300 bread now. And that means we should be careful. I should get going with my first buildings. The first one here is in my administrative, I think it was, the bazaar, right? So here we distribute goods, and as we can see, we have a nice radius. In this radius, the goods are being distributed then. So we gotta make sure that wherever we build the bazaar, we have a lot of residential buildings then close by. So it's probably gonna be somewhere here. Road connection is fine, and I'm gonna place this one down right away. The bazaar needs, well, a granary close by where it can get the goods. So this is something I'm gonna build me. We have the river here, so let me quickly check out where we do have my food production. Fish, all right. is down here. Wheat farm. Oh, wheat farm is really far away. Okay, the wheat farm is over there. The fish is also over here. Okay, so I'm gonna have my granary in this area here. Makes the most sense to me. Alright, so let's get the granary going. It needs to be within range of the bazaar and of my food buildings. Probably gonna have this one somewhere over here. Let's just make the connection and have a look how this one goes then, right? We are still paused, by the way, so the city is not alive at this point. I'm just planning things out as we should before I'm activating the game, because then we will pay upkeep, right? Once we have that. Bangoy, hello there, welcome. Shout out to you. And are you building above the floodplain? What does it mean? There is no... I think the Nile is not flooding, right? We do have fresh water cover, tax collector, architect post, fire station. But I don't think I've got anything that shows me flood levels. I don't think we have floods per se, as far as I can see. Never experienced a flood at this point, so we'll just see how many updates it got. It's still the worst rated city builder as of December, right? 0% approval rating. So that tells you a lot, I think. Alright, I'm gonna keep a bit of a distance here to the bazaar, right? To have some other buildings that we might or might not want to add then here. And around that, we can get cracking on some buildings then. Another thing we still need is water. So a well requires a proper place to build, increases the level of culture, and is required by houses. And as we can see, we need to build this one where we have water sources. And yeah, it's also once again something that we could have theoretically right here. And it's providing water to a pretty big region. All right, so I'm going to place this right across the street here towards my bazaar. Next we got the houses, and that's the first level houses that we have. And let's just see how we can place them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then I'm gonna leave a bit of a distance for the next houses then here, because you want to add some decorations then in between as well. I'm gonna pause the game at this point because I think we can afford it. That would be my very first blocks now. No one's living in them yet, so still gonna take a bit of time before people move in. Yeah, I know that it floods, but not in this game, I think. At least we're in for a surprise if it actually floods. I really like the graphics though. I think they're good looking. While people are moving in and while my bazaar starts to work, right, we still need to have something else. By the way, I can speed up the game here a bit. Is some kind of production for my first goods. So that is the brickwork, and the brickwork requires straw. So that's something we can fix here with one building. And this building also produces wheat, which is the first level of good we need for people then here. Okay, incoming dwellers. They're coming to the city now. Where? I don't see anyone. Ah, look at that. There they are. That's my citizens. My slaves. My serfs. On the way now. And yeah, you can click on them. Okay, they have, yeah, happiness rating. They have a tax rating, an employment rating, and a house level. All of them are starting at level 1, of course. Gonna get rid of the message there again. Okay, there's some overlays for the minimap. That's not bad. Food production, administrative buildings. Speed up the game a bit further, 6 times. As they're moving in now. Alright, and with that, we are growing now. 30, 33 days. They're also taking up jobs now. So we have 21 available workers out of the 40. And with that also my buildings are starting to work now. So we get now the well being staffed, for example. And this should now bring in the water. And what we can see is unemployment rating is through the roof. So we should now prepare my first buildings. And one of them is now for my food production. It's the wheat farm. So we do have now wheat down there by the Nile. And let's build me the first one right here. I cannot build it here. There it is, right? Yeah. I cannot build a road. Why can I not build the road down there? I have a bad feeling here. I think these wheat farms are in an inaccessible region. So I cannot, I cannot get my road there. They need to have a road connection though to work. So getting my road here. Let's just see if we can do something useful here. But I cannot build something here. I need to build it on that. On those tiles close to the river. There's nothing over there. We're already paying wages now. 247. How do I build a road now there? Doesn't work. This whole area is inaccessible to me. Interesting. I could try. I mean, the risk of... At least there's a risk of fire, But there's no one working in the building itself. So that's the problem here. Perhaps it's flooded already. If I built a wheat farm here, would this work? No. No. Doesn't work here. Doesn't work here. There's a wheat farm. Holy crap, I cannot build it. Cannot connect any wheat farm with a road. Yeah, I played it when it came out. Okay, we need to find some way of providing food to my people before they starve. right? And jobs. That's very important too. So access to the well should be provided at this point. I'm gonna get me my next one. Gustav, hello there, welcome back. How good of you to join. Let's get a well over here as well. So there's 2 radiuses for the well, by the way. I have no idea what they mean. You know, like, we have the inner radius and the outer radius. Perhaps the inner radius needs to be close to the houses then. Could be. Anytime we need to provide the water. And Lemnop, welcome. Very good of you to join. At the very least, we need to provide some kind of food. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me my fishery going here. Can we? Yes, at least we can connect the fishery with the greater area here. And I should also start my first productions then with that, or based on that. They will require a stockpile. So I'm gonna have my stockpile somewhere here, close to my city center. This is also where people can move in, right? So with that, we do have some employment again. People are getting a bit happier. No water up to this point. So I don't know what's going on here. Because there's a functioning well right beside them now. Ah, water is coming in. Very good. Now it's working. And Pharaoh Aha marries Natehotep. He decided to take the Low Egyptian princess as his wife. The ceremony is to take place at the palace in Memphis. Obtain goods for the event. Music, singing, dancing, and dry feasting accompanied the Egyptians not only during the temple, but also during family events. Okay, this is a mission that we get. We have it, and down here it's a main event. Something that we can do with trading. And unfortunately, there's no one moving into those wheat farms, right? If you do not provide that street connection. The funny thing is it works up to this point, right? Here it works, but... like a labyrinth. Okay, perhaps I can make something work here. Because some of those tiles are working and some are not. Oh, look at that. It's being flooded right now. So there's water coming in. Okay, this is also not working. Yeah. There's no tile available where I can build further here. This one. Yeah, there's no way for me to connect these wheat farms, unfortunately. So I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try to use... I mean, we can make the whole thing here work, right? Theoretically. I just need to find a location that works for us. There is another one. Absolutely not. It's like the game cuts me off from those areas. And it doesn't even show on the ground texture, right, what it is. So I have no indication of when a road is working and when a road is not working. Okay, this is as far as I can go. There we would have a connection at least. I mean, without wheat, we cannot continue. You know, we cannot progress without the wheat. So it's something that we absolutely need to solve if I want to continue playing this game. Even though I don't really want to, of course. I'm trying to build the road first, of course, but also not working. Okay, so here we do have a connection possible to that point. that point. Just insane. It's not working. Can we make a connection here? Okay, we can build a wheat farm here, but no road. Got the fire rolling, but we should have... Wait a second. First fire. We have a fire station. Let's build it on the other side. Let's build it in the service district, alright? And this also provides jobs again, and it's a way for me to make sure that we can douse these lanes. Greetings to Denmark there. The best. And Sergey, hello there. Finally caught you streaming. I'm trying to be more online again. But not with games like these, don't worry. We are paying wages, by the way. Can I get rid of these wheat farms there again? Thank you very much. I'm still on my quest here to find a suitable location for my first wheat farm. But it seems like we're totally cut off from the Nile. Like we cannot get to the Nile by default. Cannot build anything here. This is aggravating, you know, because here it would theoretically work, but it's once again just one tile. So I cannot do anything here. I'm gonna try this one, and this one. Crazy, right? I cannot leave this place. So there is a border through the whole area here. So I cannot get to the Nile there at all. Where else do we have grain? I think over here we do have some grain as well. Can I build a grain farm there? Yes, I can. Okay, I could build the road along the grain farms, but then, look at that. We cut off again here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna restart. And we'll just see if that fixes it.
The first Egyptians established arable fields.
That's the first restart. Doesn't mean that it's the last.
And date palm.
I do remember doing this though. Like a year ago this was working, right? And now the Nile is completely cut off. There's no way for me to connect anything with the freaking Nile in this game. Like this is the very first production chain you need to build, and it's completely bugged out, I think. Has to be. No. Yeah. Not gonna work out. So I'm going to go into the main menu again. And I mean, there's the campaign. So I'm We're just gonna try a different campaign camp here. Okay.
The first Egyptians established arable fields, mainly for spelt, barley, and date palm.
I'm not in default of my taxes. There weren't even taxes unlocked yet. That can't be the problem. Alright, let's get this going again. Wheat farm. I want to see the tutorial, please. Okay, we are able to do it. I can't believe it. On this map, it's possible. Alright, different map, different luck. It's not a bad looking map. There's the Nile now. The different map, and it's working this time around. We are close to the Nile again, but there's a delta in between. And then just here, we are now able to connect that again. So now I can start with my city, right? And I'm trying to get the well down first. Here we have the wells. Here we have water. Here we have water. So this is a great residential area. Bazaar. Gonna have this one a bit further up. Yep. We're starting with 22,000 bread. It's less than before. And then I would like to have my first houses here again. And we're gonna keep a bit of a distance to the bazaar there. And I'm not gonna keep any space this time around here, because I know the well has a very tight radius that we wanna, you know, maintain. Yeah, that should work out. Alright, so everything's in order. And this time around we got now the wheat farm and also the well working. What we still need, once again, is a granary. Gonna have this one close to my wheat farm then here. And there are the people coming. A sacrifice to the gods? In what way? Okay, people are moving in, thinking to themselves, what am I doing here? Do I have a good governor? Do I have my scissors to, well, shave the beard? Okay, so there's the wheat farm now, right? And the wheat farm is starting to work finally. Oh my god, that was a long journey to the wheat farm. And in this case here now, it's already fully employed and it's producing now two things for us. The first one is wheat, the second one is straws. And those straws we're also gonna need soonish. Bazaar takes in the goods then and distributes them, of course, to my settlement here. The settlement has the well, so we're gonna try and maximize as many huts around that as possible. Oh, look at that! We already leveled up. So this is tier 2 now. So tier 1 was the huts, right? And now we have tier 2 because of the houses. Because they have access to water now. And now it's working out, right? So now these people start to develop. Bit of game. And of course we're paying wages, so we need to make sure that we have an income as soon as possible. Alright, let's just see. Fire station, very important. Let's have the fire station, yeah, right beside the well. Or, wait a second, let's have it here. Can attract more houses than here, beside the well. Because don't forget, the well has a very small radius. And in this radius, we need to have as many houses as possible. I think out here... look at that, we can have another well here. Great stuff indeed. This is good. This is very good. Here I can continue with the road then. And with my city. Unemployment rate rises. Now it's time to start really that next production. And that's the brickworks. So this is an industrial building. I'm trying to get this somewhere else. So the brickworks need two things. It needs straws and clays. The straws is a byproduct out of the wheat farm. And then we need the clay pits. Let's just see. Ooh, okay. This is the only place where we do have clay. So I'm gonna get this as far away as possible. Over here. And we're also gonna need... Okay. Prince Dier has been born. The happy mother Kenneth Happy, together with the chief spouse of King Aha, organizes a grand and joyful feast during which all the residents of Memphis will celebrate the birth of the prince. I like these events. Okay, brickworks. Let's have it right beside it. Over here. You know, in an ideal world, I would like to have my house probably a bit closer in the green area. But, of course, this is the Nile. It can flood. So we're gonna have the residences a bit further outside. And it doesn't look bad, right? So there is a bit of movement now here. Lots of people going about their business. The warehouse is the next building we need. Or stockpile. Gonna have this one here then, beside the granary. And we can also build the pottery. This one produces then pottery out of clay. Oh, and there's a flood. Okay. As it does every year, the Nile has emerged from its banks and covered all the floodplains with its waters. If there were any goods on farms that had not been taken before... Oh, thank you. Settlement milestone. Oh. Okay, so we need to build a stockpile as close to the farm as possible to avoid the losses. We did. Alright, so here... should have been a flood. Lots of unemployment rate. Let's get the pottery going. Gonna have the pottery a bit further inland. Probably over here. I don't want to have all these buildings here being flooded. Yeah. So... that solved itself rather quickly, and I had to reload April Tourist to another map. The map that I've started with is completely broken, so you cannot connect anything to the Nile. On this map it's working, at least for now. On this map it's working. So we're waiting now for wheat to come in. We have it down here. Productivity is 100%, but there's nothing being produced. We also finished the first bricks. 100 bricks. I'm overjoyed. I remember also when the game came out, there was the problem that nothing was being produced at all. You know, there were workers employed, you had to pay the wages, but there was just no output. And at least there is output now in some of these buildings, at least for now. And, nice detail, you can see the goods. But this wheat farm is not doing anything at the moment. Let's build a second wheat farm. If I may. Please. Thank you. Second wheat farm. We have lots of people for this. Phoenix, hello there. Welcome back. Very good of you to join. Hope you're having a great day. I wonder why. I mean, this is on gathering, okay? So it should work. There it is. Wheat. Our first wheat. What is that? Are these people? Why do we have dummies in the granary? Scarecrows. Yeah, probably. Needs a new whip to motivate my workers. My serfs. King Aha has decided to take the Lower Egyptian princess as his wife. The ceremony is to take place in Memphis. Didn't he just got a son? Yeah. Queen Nehitop, right? And this one? What is that? Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, it's the wife, and they immediately got the son. Not much time wasted. There's a hidden treasure. With the utmost respect, I would like to share with you some information. Rumor has it there is a hidden treasure of great value near our city. It's clay. In gratitude for your concerns, I'm willing to share this information. Thank you, Scarecrow. Where's the treasure? Show me. Okay, it's near the city. I guess I have to find it myself. I'm not gonna do this. I'm way too busy. Plus also, we produce clay. That's not something I need. By the way, we have pottery in stock now. At the bazaar. So that's something. Still no wheat. Even though wheat has been produced. Next fire, and firefighters should take care of it. But there's no one working at the fire station, even though we do have unemployment rating. Why is no one working at the fire station? It has a street connection. No idea. It's not deactivated. They might be scared from this guy here. And there it's down. And now we need to repair it. Doesn't matter, it was not a very important building, it was only my stockpile. Now the real question, the absolute real question that I have right now, where is my wheat? Because we are producing it, right? It's coming out. It's being stored at the granary then, and it's being consumed at the granary. It goes to the bazaar, I know this, okay? But then it disappears from the bazaar, and no one's taking them. Because we don't have any wheat. Theoretically, the fire station is within the range of the well, right? There's no other indication that it needs something else. It is within the well, so... I could build another well right here. Let's just see if that works. Nah, doesn't work. So it still doesn't work. So we produce a lot of bricks now, right? That's a good thing. I should be able to get my fisherman going now. Gonna have this one down here. And we should be able to connect it, please. Thank you. Get the fish wharf going. At least we produce the fish now. That we should need, right? So there is demand for fish. For tier 2, right? So it should be for the houses. and we'll just see. Linen, papyrus, pottery is something we can sell. I don't have any other buildings available to me though right now. I think with tier 2, more buildings should have unlocked, but I'm not entirely sure. There's the fish. Yeah, but does it make a difference? No, there's no outer well. There's no outer radius anymore. I'm gonna try and build the fire station again somewhere else. Perhaps they would be kind enough to move in now, please. But there's still no one moving in, so this doesn't seem to work. We do have a lot of stuff now in stock though. The fish as well. And due to an undesirable neighborhood, one of the houses cannot be upgraded. You can check the house information to increase desirability of the area. Fish is in. Very good. I have still no idea where the wheat is going to though. Alright. So it's all about the fish right now. Gonna delete me one of those fire houses again though. Another quest. Where's my wife? I earnestly ask for your help. My wife has left home and has not returned, and fear and uncertainty have gripped my heart. As a loyal subject to our ancient Egyptian city, I beg for your assistance. Yeah, I mean, these quests, you know. Where should I search for her? There's no indication on the map. Is that her wife? His wife? That was the wife. We got the reward. Like she was walking right beside him on the street. Thank you very much for 700 bricks. Much appreciated. Okay, how can I raise my desirability? There is no overlay for this, right? Not that I'm aware of. Okay, but it doesn't show me how we can increase it. Let's build a few more houses. Perhaps that makes a difference. Close to the well here, of course. Here. And here. What is my opinion so far? We had to reload already. And no one takes my wheat. Okay, we got 100 wheat in stock again at the wheat farm. But it's going nowhere. Where is my wife? Yes, it was... I think it was on sale not too long ago, right? But please, don't buy this game. Seriously. Just don't. What you can actually do is... Wait a second. Yeah, you can click on these cards. Okay? Because someone is stealing my wheat. And I want to see where the wheat is going. Because... right now, it's just disappearing from the farms. At the bazaar, we have the fish and the pottery. There's my burning down of the stockpile. That's because the fire station is not to be staffed. Children of the Nile. I don't know this game, so I will check it out. Oh, look, that's the wife, and she's looking for the husband now. I wonder if it's the same wife that is searching for a husband now. Oh boy, there's the husband. He's on the street as well. He's walking around here. Yeah. Great stuff. Okay, this place seems to be cursed. I'm gonna move my stockpile somewhere else. Gonna move it up here. Oh wow, you can actually... What is that? Okay. I was just building the street now through the house there. Perhaps it's required for it to function properly. I've got no idea. I'm gonna have a well right next to it again. Just to make sure. At least we pay 1,000 bread in wages now. That house upgraded again immediately, which is a great thing. No, there's no ramp. Alright, so you just built the street over there. So the street should just go to this place here. There's nothing in between. Okay, there's the... I need to know. Gonna get me another one. Okay, so we're waiting for the production to finish because I want to see where the wheat is going. There's 100 wheat in stock now. Okay, pause. Ah, he's got the straw. And you, my guy, you also have the straw. And it's gone. You know, like the wheat is just disappearing. I think there is meat, yep. In a later building. Yeah, burning down again. So far, okay, this is the third time that I've played this game now, and it's completely bugged out at this point. It was just a fun session. I'm trying to make it work, but unfortunately it's not working. Like, no mechanic really works out, so I heavily advise against this game. 0% approval rating is true, as a matter of fact. This game is not functioning at all right now. The wheat farms don't work, the wells don't work, the fire stations don't work, production chains don't work. Firefighting itself doesn't work, and the road building itself is completely bugged out with no connection to the river Nile possible in every second case that I've played this game. So in this case, yeah. Take it as it is, Builders of Egypt. I was really looking forward to this game for quite some time, but when it came out, of course, it was apparent that it was obvious that this is in no functioning state, and I think at this point also it is abandoned. So don't buy it. Heavy warning here. I hope you still enjoy this little fun session for this game. Yeah, me getting back into live streaming, and we see each other again probably tomorrow then again. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned. I'm gonna read the comments further, so you can write if you have anything in your hearts to tell me. Cheers.